How are you, students? I hope you all will be fine and okay. Weather today is sunny and very fine. We all welcome this kind of weather warmly. Now, students, myself, Brajesh Mishra, and here to teach you uh, your grammar course of January month. And as I yesterday told you, today we have to study about direct and indirect speech. Good morning, everyone. Gaurav, Subodh, Kunal, Aditya, Aman, Suyas, Harsh, Tahrim, Apurv, Oved, Abhinav. I welcome all of you to our online class. Now, students, all of you have to open your English grammar book at lesson number 17, direct and indirect speech. It is also known as narration. Yes, good morning, Manvi, Adhar. It is also known as narration. Firstly, I want to tell you that what is a narration? If someone asks you, what do you understand by narration? Then you have to say that narration means to narrate something said by someone. To narrate something said by someone. And we can narrate one's statement in two ways. We can narrate one's statement in two ways. We can narrate it in direct way and in indirect way. When we narrate the statement spoken by someone in his or her actual words, then that way is called direct speech. And when we speak someone's statement, when we speak the substance of the statement that is spoken by someone from our side without the altering the meaning, then it is called in indirect way, and it is said to be in indirect speech. Okay. Now, so I have written here, there are two ways to narrate the spoken words of a person. ठीक है, दो तरह से. First one, डायरेक्ट स्पीच में किसी की कही गई बातों को हम दो तरह से नरेट कर सकते हैं. एक प्रत्यक्ष रूप से डायरेक्ट स्पीच जिसको बोलते हैं, या डायरेक्ट नरेशन, स्पीकर के शब्दों को हूबहू उसी के शब्दों में रखकर. और तो पहले हम लोग देखते हैं डायरेक्ट स्पीच क्या है. In direct speech, we repeat the actual words spoken by the speaker. And those words will be placed between inverted commas or in quotation mark, you can say. Nowadays, it is the fashion of using single inverted comma, and you will also use double inverted comma. They are placed between inverted commas. ओके जब हम स्पीकर के बातों को उसी के शब्दों में हूबहू रखते हैं, when we repeat the actual words spoken by the speaker, then it is said to be in direct speech, and those words are put between inverted commas or quotation mark, you can say. As for example, Simi said, comma, inverted comma, I am ill. Simi said, I am ill. Here, who is the speaker? Simi is the speaker. And she said, I am ill. ये उसी के कही गई बातों को हम यहाँ पे दोहरा रहे हैं। सिमी ने कहा, मैं बीमार हूं। कौन बीमार है? सिमी। I am ill is the actual words spoken by the speaker Simi. So, this is said to be in direct speech. This way of saying, this way of narrating a statement said by someone called direct speech. Okay, understood? Now, we can also narrate the spoken words said by someone in our own way without altering the meaning. Okay, let's see. And that way is known as indirect speech. Indirect speech or indirect narration. In indirect speech, we use the substance of the words spoken by the speaker in our own way, but without altering the meaning. Good morning. So, we define it this way: when we narrate, narrate means वर्णन करना. When we narrate someone's statement in our own words, without any change in meaning, it is said to be in indirect speech or indirect narration. When we narrate someone's statement in our own words without any change in meaning, then that way of narrating words is known as indirect speech or indirect narration. As for example, here in direct speech, Simi said, I am ill. But when we narrate these words in our own way, then the sentence will be like this. Simi said that she was ill. Simi said that she was ill. Okay. In direct speech, we have seen that Simi said, I am ill. Simi ने कहा मैं बीमार हूं. ये सिमी के द्वारा कही गई एक्चुअल वर्ड्स हैं. यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने हूबहू स्पीकर के शब्दों को उसी के रूप में रखा है, कोई चेंजिंग नहीं है इन्वर्टेड कॉमा के बीच. बट जब हम इस स्टेटमेंट को अपनी तरफ से कहेंगे, अपने वे में कहेंगे, तो वो ऐसे हो जाएगा. सिमी सेड दैट शी वॉज इल. सिमी ने कहा कि वो बीमार थी. ठीक है, ये बात वही है, उसका मीनिंग चेंज नहीं हुआ, लेकिन ये हम अपनी तरफ से स्पीकर की बात को नरेट कर रहे हैं. दिस वे ऑफ नरेटिंग someone's statement is known as indirect speech or indirect narration. I hope you all understood it well. Okay, and commas and inverted commas are removed in indirect speech. Mind it. When we change direct speech into indirect speech, comma and inverted commas are removed. उसको हटा लिया जाता है. Actual statement said by a speaker is placed between inverted commas or quotation mark in direct speech, but when we change direct speech into indirect speech, we have to remove comma and inverted commas. Okay, clear? Understood it well? All of you understood? I hope so. So we have started direct and indirect speech lesson number 17 today, and firstly I have taught you that there are two ways to narrate someone's statement. The first way is direct speech and the second way is indirect speech. When we speak the actual words spoken by the speaker, then it is said to be in direct speech. But when we speak the substance of the statement spoken by the speaker from our side without altering the meaning, without any change in meaning, then it is said to be in indirect speech. Okay, and mind it that while you change direct speech into indirect speech, comma and inverted commas you have to remove. Okay, clear? Now students, I want to tell you about what is a reporting verb and what is reported speech. You have to know what is reporting verb and what is reported speech. It is very important chapter of grammar. So you all have to very conscious. You all have to concentrate on my words on this in this class. So mind it. Now, can I rub the board? Can I rub the board? To teach you about reported speech and reporting verb? Okay. अब हम लोग ये जानेंगे कि रिपोर्टेड स्पीच और रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब क्या होता है. Recall the example of direct speech. What we have seen in the example of direct speech, the example was Simi said, comma, inverted comma, I am ill. और ये आप माइंड करेंगे, ध्यान रखेंगे कि फुल स्टॉप या क्वेश्चन मार्क या एक्सक्लेमेशन मार्क इन्वर्टेड कॉमा के अंदर होना चाहिए, हाँ, इनसाइड द इन्वर्टेड कॉमा. ओके, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू अबाउट, आई एम गोइंग टू टेल यू अबाउट व्हाट इज रिपोर्टेड स्पीच एंड व्हाट इज रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब. So look at this example carefully, students. Look at the board to understand what is reported speech and what is reporting verb. Here, the verb is said. This verb is called reporting verb. This verb is called reporting verb. Okay? And the words which are placed inside inverted commas or quotation mark are called reported speech, are the component of reported speech. ये जो है हमारा इन्वर्टेड कॉमास के अंदर ये कहलाएगा रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. Okay, now you understood, I hope so, what is reporting verb and what is reported speech. And this is the speaker. This is the speaker. So student, I hope you all understood it well. Speaker, reporting verb and reported speech. The verb before inverted commas and before comma is known as reporting verb, and the words which are placed inside inverted commas is known as reported speech. It is the component of reported speech. Okay, so we have learned what is reporting verb and reported speech. Now move to understand the next topic. Students, you must have some points in your mind while changing direct speech into indirect speech. But first of all, here some points about reporting verb and reported speech you have to write in your notebook. Number 1, the reported speech is put within inverted commas. I have taught you within inverted commas. यहीं पे मैं लिख रहा हूं इसको. The reported speech is put or placed within inverted commas. Okay. Now the second point, yes, it is important is the first word of the reported speech begins with a capital letter. Begins with a capital letter. Mind it, the first word of the reported speech begins with the capital letter. Okay, yes, very important. Now the third one, the reported speech is separated by comma from the reporting verb. रिपोर्टेड स्पीच रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब से अलग किस तरह से होता है? कॉमा के द्वारा। ठीक है, I don't want to see any meaningless chat in this class. So, Gauri, Shreya, stop doing that. Here are three important points regarding reported speech and reporting verb. The reported speech is put within inverted commas or quotation mark. Okay, mind it. The first word of the reporting speech begins with a capital letter. Mind it. And the reported speech and reporting verb is separated by each other with a comma. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब और रिपोर्टेड स्पीच एक कॉमा के द्वारा एक दूसरे से सेपरेट रहते हैं। यहाँ पे आप एक कॉमा देख रहे हो, इससे रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब और रिपोर्टेड स्पीच सेपरेट रहते हैं। ओके, सो दीज 3 पॉइंट्स कीप इन माइंड to understand what is reporting verb and what is reported speech. Okay, now you all have to note down in your fair copy these important points about reporting verb and reported speech. Now students, I have to rub the board, so you can see anytime this video and you can note down anytime in your notebook. So can I rub the board again to move further? Okay, now I am going to teach you about some general rules while we changing direct speech into indirect speech. जब आप डायरेक्ट स्पीच को इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में बदलोगे तो कुछ इसके रूल्स हैं जो आपको फॉलो करना होगा। आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू दैट रूल्स। ओके, वेट। Now some general rules of changing direct speech or direct narration to indirect speech or indirect narration. There are some rules to follow when you change direct speech into indirect speech. The first rule, firstly, that I have told you in earlier time in this class, that while you change direct speech into indirect speech, firstly you have to remove comma and inverted commas. Okay, the first one is, firstly, comma and inverted commas are removed. पहले आपको क्या करना है, डायरेक्ट स्पीच से इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में जब आप चेंज करोगे तो सबसे पहला काम करना है कॉमा एंड इन्वर्टेड कॉमास को रिमूव कर देना है. ओके, आफ्टर दैट the reporting verb is changed according to different kinds of sentences. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब जो है वो भी चेंज होगा. किसके अकॉर्डिंग? अकॉर्डिंग टू डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ सेंटेंसेस. किस तरह का सेंटेंस है, अफर्मेटिव है या इंटरोगेटिव है या एक्सक्लेमेटरी है, तो इस ढंग से रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब भी चेंज होगा. ओके, नंबर 3, आफ्टर दैट द कंजंक्शन we have just finished the chapter conjunction. So आपको मालूम होगा कंजंक्शन क्या होता है. Here the third point, the conjunction that is generally used after the reporting verb. Just a minute, student. Light has gone. After that, the conjunction that is generally used after the reporting verb. Reporting verb के बाद हम कंजंक्शन दैट का यूज करेंगे. ठीक है, now the next point, the pronoun is changed according to the speaker and hearer. According to the, आप लोगों को दिख रहा है बोर्ड पे? लाइट तो चली गई है, साउंड प्रॉब्लम ना. ओके, आफ्टर यूजिंग conjunction that, the pronoun is changed according to the speaker and hearer. Okay, then the next point, visible है ना. ओके, प्रोनाउन के को चेंज करने के बाद the verb of reported speech is changed according to the rules of the sequence of tenses. टेंस के बदलने के रूल्स के अकॉर्डिंग रिपोर्टेड स्पीच का वर्ब भी चेंज होगा. ठीक है, ओके स्टूडेंट, मैं देखता हूँ लाइट का कुछ करके। जस्ट अ मिनट। सॉरी फॉर द इंटरप्शन। अरे कहाँ है आप लोग? लाइट चली गई है, मालूम है कि नहीं? Now the last point, words expressing nearness and nearness are changed into words expressing distance. जो नजदीक को दिखाने वाले वर्ड्स हैं वो दूरी को दिखाने वाले वर्ड्स में चेंज हो जाएंगे। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ दिस इज ऑल फॉर टुडे। we have studied about we have started rather chapter number 17, direct and indirect speech, and I have taught you that there are two ways to narrate someone's statement. When we speak the actual words spoken by the speaker, then it is said to be in direct speech. But when we said the substance of the statement spoken by the speaker from our side without any change in meaning, then it is said to be in indirect speech. But keep in your mind that someone's statement must be put in within inverted commas in direct speech. And while you change direct speech into indirect speech, you have to remove comma and inverted commas. Okay, light has come, students. So after that, I have taught you about what is reporting verb and what is reported speech. Okay, रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब और रिपोर्टेड स्पीच के बारे में भी मैंने आपको बताया। रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब एंड रिपोर्टेड स्पीच is separated from a comma, and after that I have taught you some rules. I have taught you some rules while you change direct speech into indirect speech. Firstly, you have to remove comma and inverted commas. Then reporting verb is also changed according to the kind of sentence, whether it is affirmative or interrogative or exclamatory sentence. Then the conjunction that is used after that, and pronoun is changed according to the speaker and the hearer. जो स्पीकर है और हियरर है उसके नंबर पर्सन के अकॉर्डिंग प्रोनाउन भी चेंज होगा। ओके अपूर्व, आपको बहुत ज्यादा जल्दी है, आप अपने को रिमूव कर सकते हो, ठीक है। आफ्टर दैट द टेंस ऑफ reported speech is changed according to the changing of sequence of tenses. Okay, then the words expressing nearness also change in the words expressing distance. Words expressing nearness are also changed into words expressing distance. एक चीज आप अपने माइंड में जरूर रखेंगे, if the reporting verb is in present or future tense, there is no change in the tense of the verb in indirect speech. अगर रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब का टेंस प्रेजेंट टेंस में है वो या फ्यूचर टेंस में है, तो इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब में कोई चेंज नहीं आएगा. ओनली वी हैव टू चेंज द tense of the verb in indirect speech in reported speech when the verb of reported is in past tense. If the tense of reporting verb is in past, then the tense of the verb in the reported speech or indirect speech must be changed. Okay, now the rest points will be discussed in tomorrow class. Till then, thank you for attending the class. Be safe. Have a nice day. Bye.